Hello beautiful soul, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Real Talk. And today we'll talk about your health forecast for 2021. And first of all, I want to tell you there really is a forecast, and it really can be about health this coming year, even though it looks like something completely different. With everything that's been going on in 2020, I know this, but I also feel that this is what we need to go through on a higher level to get to where we want to go, because there is so much of what we've been doing that is not sustainable for us. Now I'm solely thinking from a health perspective, and I'm going to keep it simple, and I'm going to keep it focused on the empowerment that's there for you, what I clearly see as a 2021 possibility and potential for all of us. I think that's probably the most important that you can understand right now, is the potentials that this change holds for you personally and what it holds for us collectively. And I know a lot of you out there know this already. I know a lot of you are ridden by fear. I know a lot of you are in despair. You have changes going on in your lives that is hard to deal with. I get that. But let me put you into a mindset and maybe, just maybe, give you a couple of nuggets and little things that will inspire you to do things differently and to show you what you can do, empowered by yourself, to go through the shift that's inevitably in front of us. And we need to realize what we cannot change, we cannot change. But there is so much that we can change, and that's what I'm all about. So my name is Hilde Larsen. I'm a health and mindset coach. I'm a detox specialist. I'm an author. I'm a speaker. But most of all, I'm a life enthusiast. So let's have some real talk about your health forecast 2021. Now, number one, you will awaken to the truth in 2021, the way I see it. You will awaken, you that are seeking to do better, you that are seeking to find health and happiness through doing what needs to be done, will awaken in 2021. Why can I say that? Because I see that so much of what we have been holding on to, so much of how we've been sabotaging ourselves, and so much of what we've been carrying of old wounds and old trauma and old history will no longer be valid. You can no longer carry it with you because it doesn't matter. This is a reset. This is about from now on moving forward. This is only about from now on moving forward. So everything that isn't aligned with who you want to be, who you really are, how you want to live life, not surviving but thriving from within, all of that is at a different level than what you have been living that is not aligned with that. So you will awaken to the truth. The question is, what are you going to do about it? And that's where we are all different, because the same type of information is available for all of us. And this is about tapping into truth. Now, truth, there are many sides to each story, and then there's the truth. And I believe in that. And the truth comes from within you. The truth comes from who you are and how you connect to God or the source on a personal level. It's not in a religion. It's not in a book. It's not on a video. It's through becoming more and more who you are that you will realize that what you have been carrying is no longer serving you. Which takes me to the next step of this forecast, called you will learn to take responsibility. And I bet you will be amazed at what you will step up and start doing in 2021, because it is enough of what has been. It is hurting. The shoe doesn't fit anymore. The shirt's too tight. The belt's too tight. The room's too small. We need to open, to air out, to vent, to leave behind. Not in judgment. Just leave it. With no attachment. And this is where we have such a hard time as humans. We want to blame, we want to shame, or at least we want to fix. We want to see if we can change something, bring something with. And, why don't you just leave the bad and bring the good? Well, why don't we just leave what has been for what it was and be grateful for everything and then move forward into this new paradigm from a completely different standpoint of not needing to carry anything. Nothing. And you know what? On a personal note, if you're following me on Instagram or Facebook, if you've read any of my books, you know what I have experienced and what I'm all about. And lately, I have been walking away from my homes, sold everything, moving away. And the hardest, is what I thought it would be, was to leave all my stuff in storage. Like, just being disconnected from your belongings is a challenge. Now, it's been a couple of months, and to be honest, I don't miss any of it. You would be amazed at how adaptable you are to change and how much peace you can find in a new environment without your stuff. And now I'm talking about without your thoughts, without you hanging on to those who you thought you'd never forgive, hanging on to old friends that it's no longer serving you to be in contact with them. Why? Because they're not bringing you any joy. This world is showing us where the pain is. We need to walk away, not try to fix it, not try to carry it with us. You'd be amazed at how adaptable you are to the new, to the nothingness, to the reset. I see this with my clients all the time. It's about the mindset of letting go. Make sure you're supported. But first of all, make sure that you realize that this is a potential for 2021. Okay, so you will take responsibility because you will realize in 2021 that there is no one else that will take responsibility for you, nor should they. We will learn to walk away from looking towards others to take responsibility for us. There is no one out there that was assigned to take responsibility for your health and life. That's a big misunderstanding. You cannot blame anyone else for your situation. I know that's a tough one, but you'll realize this in a good way so that you'll step up and say, whoa, responsibility is cool. Responsibility gives me freedom. So many options. Why? Because I can be the chooser. I can choose not only what I will do for myself and my health, but how I will do it. That's a choice. Now, cause and effect is always there. It always has been. So what you choose will have an effect on your life. Now, that's a glorious thing because that allows us to realize that if I do good things happen. Now, there are things you cannot change. Of course, you might have been in an accident or something on the outside of you happened and you can't change that. That's not the thing. The thing is, you can change what you can change. And you realize that's your responsibility to change that which you can change. Now, the third thing I see about 2021 is that the old shit will be harder to carry. How can you elevate your state of emotions? How can you feel better about your life? Because ultimately it's all about how you feel. What we seek is to feel good. Most of the time when we change our diet, it's because it's going to make us feel better. No matter what we seek to do to change our lives for the better, is so that we can feel better, so that we can feel happier. And that's a frequency, that's a choice. And you will realize that you cannot hang on to the crap and at the same time switch into an energetic field of where you will live in a happier state, no matter what happens to you on the outside. That's a big one for 2021, because you can choose to stay suffering, or you can choose to be happy no matter the situation, but you cannot do both. And you cannot take the old hurts, what the sabotage and everything you've been hanging on to, you can't take it with you. So what I see is that you will leave all of this. If you need help, go to my website and look up under online programs and take the course, How to Stop Sabotaging Your Health. Reach out for a consultation. Become a member, whatever you need to do, but get ready, because 2021 won't allow it anymore. So we need to get prepared of what's being shown to us. So what's being shown to us for the next year that looks like chaos, and it is chaos, because it cannot not be chaos when you're leaving everything that you've been hanging on to. So when you look at that you will awaken to the truth. You will take responsibility for yourself. The old crap will be harder to carry. And it's telling you it's not necessarily going to be an easy ride, but such a joyous one. Why? Because it is the shift. It is the release. It is the reset on a personal level for all of us, for you, for however you decide to execute this. A couple of more points. We're also going to see more toxins. And I don't want to be the bringer or the bearer of bad news, but hey, look around. 5G. Look around. Food sources. What are we doing? We are living what we're doing. We can feel what we're doing. We're hurting because of what we're doing. We are so filled with toxins. We are so congested. We're so constipated on all levels. We're literally burning ourselves up from the inside with critters, parasites, fungus, pesticides, heavy metals, negative thoughts, emotional baggage, trauma, post-traumatic stress. This is what we're carrying. And to be honest, before we reset on a deep level, all of us together, more toxins are being brought to the front. So it's even more important for you to say no. To say no to that in your personal life. We can all change in our personal life. What does it look like? Buy less plastic. Eat more organic. Grow your own food more. Go to the wild herbs and berries and harvest. Forage. Educate yourself. Learn more. Step into communities where we do these things together. Shift your mindset. Empower yourself. We will go in that direction, because the way I see it, there is no other way. This is the big reset, because there is no other way. This is the big detoxification. This is how you regenerate yourself, empower yourself to live through whatever you need to live through. It's by saying no to more toxins, educating yourself on how you can do that. Now, the last point, there are so many, but I wanted you to realize that the health forecast for 2021 is a real one. And it's not about getting sick. It's about realizing what you can do, and it's about taking responsibility and doing it. It's understanding the law of action, is what I call it. We know the law of attraction. We know that what we focus on, think about, grows, expands, becomes closer to us like a magnet. We know that when we don't believe in something, it's harder to manifest. We know that we need to keep focus on that which we want, and we need to elevate our emotions around the topic to align with it, to welcome it, to become it, to create it from us. But there is another law that I call law of action. You need to step up and follow through. We're getting so lazy. Even with all this spiritual work, some of us are getting lazy. Some of you have been getting lazy. You still need to take action. You need to use your voice. You need to use your body. You need to actually do. You need to be diligent. You need to be persistent. This is about growing an inner sense of empowerment that will be there for you when you're not motivated. Because motivation is sometimes short-lived. So it's not really about motivating yourself. You need to tap in to your inner enthusiasm, your passion for life. This is about, are you passionate for living? Do you want this life? Are you grateful for this life? Do you feel love for this life? If you don't, start there. And I've been there. If you're in a lot of pain and you're suffering, know this. This too shall change. This too shall pass. Everything is constantly changing. And I see a lot of depression. I see a lot of anxiety that is going to take over for a lot of people in 2021 if they do not tap in to this possibility of responsibility. The forecast is there for everyone. Not everyone is going to take it. Not everyone is going to align with it. I hope you do. And know that anxious feelings, depression, is very physical, thyroid related, adrenal related. You can detoxify and cleanse. You can rejuvenate and regenerate. There is always hope. There is always a way. Connect with those who see that way, who see that vision, who walk that path. If you're going to follow anyone, if you're going to walk behind anyone, if you're going to climb on anyone's shoulders, make sure they're walking in the direction that you want to walk. And the ultimate is always going to be love or fear. Are you going to operate from love or fear? In 2021, both options are open for you. The key is, which one will you choose? I hope you choose love. And I hope that you realize that 2021 for you personally can be a transformational year. You've never seen anything like it. Most likely there will never be anything like it ever in your lifetime again. So jump on it and do the most of every possibility. Look on the bright side. We're still breathing. And that means we can always, always do better. So I thank you for being here. If you like this video, click like. Please subscribe to my channel and please share if anyone you know needs to hear this information. You can go to my website, InspiredByHilde.com, find out about becoming a member. You can look up my online courses. You can look up how to work with me. And I hope to see you soon again for the next video. Thank you.